a big Saturday night hello from the crossroads of country music, the Jewel Theater in Springfield, Missouri, because it's time for the Ozark Jubilee, starring America's favorite country gentleman, Red Foley!
Say hello to all you people here in the audience and all of you, just so the people back home will know we got a great big audience. Say hello back to me. Now, I'll say it to you, then you say hello, Red Foley, back to me. Now, here we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, boy. That's what you call. Hey, look at here, Red Fork. Look at that. Oh, boy, we got people bringing in all their advertisements now. Real wonderful to have you folks here with us. And, of course, we want to say a big hello to you folks out there who are kind enough to let us come into your living room and be with you this Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, whatever the time might be in your particular location. And, of course, this is the night when country music really comes into its own all up and down this big land of ours. And to start with, if I could impose on you just a little bit, I'd like to sing one of the old-timey, shouting, camp-meeting tunes called Methodist Pie. Boys, if you'll help me there. The afternoon for to hear them shout and sing, for to tell each other how they love one another and to make a hallelujah ring. There's old Uncle Daniel and Brother Ebenezer, Uncle Rufus with his lame gal Sue, Aunt Polly and Melinda and old Mother Benda, and I've never seen a happier crew. Oh, little chillin', I believe. Oh, little chillin', I believe. Oh, little chillin', I believe. I'm Methodist till I die. I'm a Methodist is my belief. I'm a Methodist till I die. Till old grim death comes a knocking at the door, I'm Methodist till I die. Have a good time and eat that grub so sly. Have applesauce butter with the sugar and the corn and a great big Methodist pie. Well, you ought to hear the ringing when they all get singing that good old by and by. See Jim McGee in the top of the teeth saying, how is this for high? Oh, little chillin', I believe. Oh, little chillin', I believe. Oh, little chillin', I believe. I'm Methodist till I die. I'm Methodist is my belief. I'm a Methodist till I die. Till old grim death comes a knocking at the door, I'm a Methodist till I die. Hey! No, I don't need it. Methodist till I die. Oh, thank you so much. Boys, did you have fun? Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. I am glad. That's Mr. Bill Wimberly and all the country rhythm boys back there. You know, it seems like everybody in the recording business these days has the old banjo fever, that old-time five-string banjo fever. You know, it's really an old instrument, the only original American instrument, I have been told, that we have in captivity. We got our own young man here at the crossroads who knows how to make an old five-string sort of have a case of fits. So here he is little man with a big banjo. His name is Harold Morrison, playing the Cannonball Blues. Harold, you go.
Picking there, too. Yes, sir. Oh, hairless Joe. Evening to you out there. This is Joe Slattery getting into the act for just a second to point out something you really need to know. Thursday is one night of the week that stands out on any calendar. For Thursday evening, some of TV's most entertaining programs head your way. Shows you'll want to make a note of remembering and watching. It all starts with The Lone Ranger, an exciting Western adventure that just can't be beat. Be sure to join the Lone Ranger and Tonto, his faithful Indian friend, every Thursday over most of these same stations. And then there's an hour of spectacular entertainment on Soldier Parade, a top variety show featuring outstanding Army talent. You'll see gifted amateurs from the ranks of the Army and the WACs, as well as servicemen and women who were professional entertainers when they were in civilian life. Lovely Arlene Francis appears as hostess on Star-Spangled Soldier Parade. And then next, enjoy Star Tonight, when another aspiring performer gets a chance at star billing. Be sure to watch for Star Tonight. Yes, circle Thursday on your calendar and enjoy many of your favorite programs then over most of these same stations.
Well, sir, our friend Slim Wilson has his own show every week over ABC television, originating right here in Springfield, Missouri, at the Jewel Theater. You know, I was watching Slim's show called Talent Varieties last Tuesday. He made a statement that's sort of common around here, that the Ozark is so full of country music talent, you can just walk out and shake a bush and one will fall off, or run a plow down the field and you plow one up. Well, sir, I went out here and I did a little bush shaking, a little plowing today, and came up with an old guy. He'd been plowed up a long time, though. He ain't been here and go from that song of Chuck's to some sort of raring and tearing fiddle boy, and if you please, by Mr. Buster Fullers, because that's just the kind of music it takes to put these next folks in the mood to do their stuff, and they can do their stuff if I ever saw anybody do their stuff. And here they are right now. We'd like you folks to do our Jubilee Promenaders right here.
circle tree, hang that bird in the middle of the floor. On the next there was a circle forward, a bunch around and a lady goes. Forward six to the back here goes. Forward six to the left elbow and a lady duck way down low and out to the side, here we go. Forward six to the back here goes. Forward six to the left elbow and a lady duck way down and you're out to the side, and like that. Forward up to the back here goes. Now forward again to the left elbow and a lady duck out 3 times out to the side, you go and rock. Now forward up to the back here goes. Forward again to the left elbow and a lady duck way down and you're out to the side, you go like that. Well, a man looks to your left hand, right hand, and right. Hurry to the left over and ring your baby, your hand, and elbows away. Elbows swing and elbow up, and the butt swings right here, look. Woman, gonna have to around, and get big for so around. Need your honey and honey. How do you know where I do get? Comedy right off that square.
All right, friends. Jubilee Promenaders, yes, sir. Boy, as dancing a set as you ever saw. You know, friends, the demand for tickets to see our show in person makes it necessary that you reserve your seats by mail at least 4 weeks in advance. And to receive complete ticket ordering information by return mail, all you have to do is drop us a card tonight. Just put on it your name and address and send it to Ozark Jubilee, Springfield, Missouri. This typewriter is turning out one of TV's top entertainment stories. The story of wonderful programs heading your way every Friday night. Shows like Rin Tin Tin. The intelligence of this talented dog will amaze you when he takes on almost human qualities and adventures the whole family will enjoy. So tune in next Friday evening for Rin Tin Tin over most of these same stations. Oh, and speaking of adventure, don't miss the excitement on Treasury Men in Action. You'll be thrilled by realistic dramatizations of actual federal cases that were skillfully handled by T-men. Cases taken from official files every Friday night on Treasury Men in Action. And then for drama that's different, tune in The Vice, a tense, absorbing series about fate and what happens to those who tamper with it. The Vice features British stars who are fast gaining fame in America for their outstanding talents. Ron Randall appears as your host, and you'll want to join him for the unusual tale scene on The Vice every Friday evening over most of these same stations.
Well, sir, the Foggy River boys have just been waiting for a good excuse to do this next number. What happened, boys? The sun went down or something around here, didn't it? Yes, sir, they've been waiting for a good excuse to do this next number. This past week, somebody requested it. Boys, that request didn't happen to come from Independence, Kansas, did it?
Missouri.
I mean, Independence, Missouri?
Yeah, from a piano player.
From a piano player?
Yeah.
Well, the name of the song is the Missouri Waltz. And here are the Foggy River boys to do that beautiful, beautiful song, the Missouri Waltz. Fellas?
I shall buy my baby summertime is coming soon. Rest your head upon my breast while Mammy hums a tune. The Sandman is calling where shadows are falling while the soft breezes sigh as in days long gone by. Way down in Missouri where I heard this melody when I was a little boy upon my mammoth knee. The darkies were humming, their banjos were strumming, cry, my baby, slumber time is coming soon. Rest your head upon my breast while Mammy hums a tune. The Sandman is calling where shadows are falling while the soft breezes sigh as in days long gone by. Way down in Missouri where I heard this melody when I was a little boy upon my mammy's knee. The darkies were humming, their banjos were strumming so sweet and low. Strumming sweet and low.
Oh, boy, I used to waltz to that, I want you to know. And I could still waltz to it if I had a good partner, Miss Freddie. Well, we just dedicate that to all of our former Missourians scattered over the other 47 states, and we sure hope that you folks stop by to see those of us here in Springfield the next time you come back to visit the home folks. Yes, sirree. Well, the town of Little Chinky Pin Holler, Arkansas, had a population of about 185. That's counting dogs, cats, and, of course, chickens and everything. But on Saturday night, from now on, I'm afraid they're something one shy of that number because their most famous citizen usually comes up to be a part of our Jubilee. Here he is now, if you will. A nice welcome for Jed Starkey. Yes.
Well, howdy. Just don't laugh. This is serious. I just got in from Chinky Pin Holler, and it's kind of dry and hot down here in Springfield. Been getting a lot of rain down home. In fact, it just been raining something awful down there. Uncle Jughead set a mole trap out in the garden and caught a carp. In fact, a flash flood come up and washed right through the house, and Uncle Jughead grabbed a guitar and floated down the river, and his wife accompanied him on a bass fiddle. But I was up in Kansas City. I went to see the sights up there, and I tell you, I never saw nothing like it. I was down on 12th Street, and I went into one of them newfangled nightclubs that takes you back to Cuba. Then I went into another and that takes you back to Mexico. Then I went into another and that just takes you. But I really didn't come out here to talk tonight. I love music, you know, and I've got an heirloom here. This belonged to my grandpa Starkey. He played it in the Civil War. He really did. He played it in the Civil War. It's a fife, and I can play fife tunes on it or more. And he was so patriotic when war was declared, he wouldn't wear anything but a Union suit. He picked out his own battlefield and shot himself. And now the way you play one of these, you have to have a real good pucker. No, that's not it. Wait a minute. It sounds like a calf with his head caught in a milk bucket on it. I lost my pucker. I went to a party last night and they played post office and I'm all... Here's a beautiful little number entitled, There Was an Old Woman Who Lived in a Shoe. The kids didn't like it. They all hollered, pew. Or a Dixie medley.
friend, we've just barely gotten underway with tonight's Jubilee, so you just stay real close by while we scout up some more music for you. There's a roundup of top shows heading your way every Tuesday night, beginning with Talent Varieties, a great variety show originating at Springfield, Missouri's Jewel Theater and starring Slim Wilson. Be sure to watch for Talent Varieties every Tuesday evening over most of these same stations. And later, your family will love the lively comedy and touching moments in the life of Danny Thomas's TV family. 30 minutes of warm humor and laugh-filled situations on Make Room for Daddy. And then see the Dottie Mack Show for amazing pantomimes of today's top recording artists. The pantomimes by her talented cast are so real they're hard to believe. But seeing is believing when you discover the Dottie Mack Show. And then for panel quiz entertainment that's absolutely tops, join Clifton Fadiman on The Name's the Same, where there's always lots of fun-filled guessing. Yes, every Tuesday night, enjoy the very best in TV with a great lineup of top TV entertainment over most of these same stations.
Well, sir, the folks who run the flying machines between here and the good state of Pennsylvania ought to be getting real well acquainted with our Jubilee gang these days, because nearly every Saturday night one of our youngsters has to run for the Springfield airport as soon as he finishes up with the TV cameras here, so that he can make a show in the Quaker State on Sunday afternoon. The party who's going to make that trip tonight is our young friend Porter Wagoner. He's going to be at Sunset Park tomorrow, along with our good friend Marvin Rainwater. And right now, here is Porter Wagoner singing one of the numbers that George Morgan helped put up to the top, and I think old Porter did too. If you don't mind, a nice little welcome to Porter Wagoner. Porter?
Oh, please don't let me love you just because I'm feeling blue. And please don't let me kiss you, 'cause I know you'll be when I'm lonely. I want you only. Please stay away from my heart, and please don't let me love you, 'cause I know you'll break my heart. Because you're sweet, dear, I wanna love you. Please stay away from my heart, and please don't let me love you, 'cause I know you'll break my
stay with us now because on the next portion of tonight's Jubilee, you're going to have fun with such of our guests as little Rita Faye, Jimmy Skinner, and Wanda Jackson. And, of course, Lennie and Goo Goo. Right now, though, we've got to run. Boys, let's go. ABC Television Network.
Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers, and a high-flying, fun-loving Regal Bird bring you now Ozark Jubilee.
From the crossroads of country music, the Jewel Theater in Springfield, Missouri, it's part 2 of tonight's Ozark Jubilee. Here again is America's favorite country gentleman, Red Foley.
There you are. Well, thank you. Well, sir, we got them from all over. I want you to know. If you folks were looking at all the posters and the cards that were up in our audience down there, we'll just say a real quick word of welcome to those of you who are just now joining this Springfield shindig called the Ozark Jubilee, because we got a lot to be doing these next 60 minutes and a lot of gifts for you folks to meet. But first, we can get the boys started back here. We like to tell you about one of the characters from out in the barn lot. You must be a fan of our Jubilee Promenaders, because they call him the Cincinnati Dancing Pig. And if you look real close, you'll see him dancing. Come on, Cincinnati's Dancing Pig. He's the barnyard Mr. Big. Cincinnati's Dancing Pig with his riggedy jiggedy jiggedy jig jiggedy jig jig. Children yell and clap and sing when he does his bucket swing. Cincinnati's Dancing Pig with his riggedy jiggedy jiggedy jig jiggedy jig jig. Dancing bears and kangaroos, they have a lot on the ball. Till you've seen that remarkable pig, you ain't seen nothing at all. From Duluth to Birmingham, he's the pork chop dapper Dan. He's the keenest honk what am. Cincinnati's Dancing Pig with his riggedy jiggedy jig jig jig. Dancing bears and kangaroos, they got a lot on the ball. But till you've seen that remarkable pig, you ain't seen nothing at all. From Duluth to Birmingham, he's pork chop dapper Dan. He's the keenest hog what am. Cincinnati's Dancing Pig with his riggedy, with his jiggedy, jig, jig, jig. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you. That was our good friend Chuck Bowers being our squealing pig, and the dancing pig, that was, well, I just don't know who that was. You know, it always makes us feel real good to see how our friends in this business are always willing to come so far to spend a Saturday evening with us here at the Jubilee. Here's a little guest who not only came a long ways, but she, in order to come a long way, she had to bring Mommy and Daddy along to come and see us here tonight. Because she's still just a little bitty one and she's too little to be out traveling by herself. So I think you'll sort of fall in love with this sweet little girl, and I mean it. She's singing, I wonder when we'll ever know. And if you will, Miss Little Rita Faye. No, Red, he's going to have to stoop way down here to get down to talking size with you.
Well?
Little Rita Faye, you know how long I have actually known you?
No, sir.
Well, I knew you before you was even really big enough to know who people were. You was just about that tall, about that long. And she has her mother and daddy here with her tonight, and I think, Rita, that it'd be a real nice thing to tell the folks who wrote that song, and it's just a beautiful song.
It was Mr. Fred Rose, who was my manager.
Yeah, and there's something else about it that you told me this afternoon?
Well, I told you that it was the last song that he wrote before he died.
Yeah, he passed away, and this was the last song that he had written before he passed away, and he had contributed many wonderful, wonderful songs to our good earth, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
And you got your mommy and daddy down here with you tonight?
Yes.
Of course, we told them, but what's their names?
Smiley Wilson and Kitty Carson.
Smiley Wilson and Kitty Carson, and I've known them a long time, too, sweet girl.
Well, I think that, I know that they think that you're very nice.
Well, I'll tell you, that was just beautiful, sweet girl. You go over there and say, and sit in your mother's lap and rest. You deserve it. Bless her heart. Little Rita Faye, if you will, folks. Wouldn't you? No, you sure is. Yes, sir is. She'll be back in just a few minutes, but in the meantime, I've got a little suggestion for you folks out there who just enjoyed her sing. And now, if you will, please listen to this, won't you?
Hi, I'm Jim Norris, and my cousin Bunny, that's the one who watches all that TV, tells me that if you really want to sell a product, you have to point out how stylish it is, see? And he thinks I should get all dressed up in top hat, white tie, and formal overalls when I talk about the Regal Pale six-pack. Well, now, suppose I could say this makes a dandy accessory. But, you see, even if you don't attract attention, you still got all that bright, bubbly brew to enjoy. You know, although styles and fashions sort of come and go, that Regal Pale flavor remains unchanging, unmistakable. You know for sure that when you open a Regal Pale, you're going to get that same fun-loving flavor. And another thing, you'll never find Regal dry one time and moist the next, or weak in the summer and strong in the winter. No. And besides being dependable, well, that light, breezy Regal flavor is just plain fun. So whether you go for pinstripes or plaid, you'll go for Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers.
Well, sir, I guess the reason that I picked that song a while ago, Cincinnati Dancing Pig, to open this portion of our program was because I've kind of got Cincinnati on my mind tonight after doing a lot of talking about that fine, wonderful city that I spent a few years in. A little earlier, in fact, we have a guest from there tonight. This fellow who hails from what they call the famous city of Seven Hills. He also records for Decca Records, and he also hails from Blue Lick, Kentucky. That's where I was born. Here he is. I didn't hear anybody applaud when I said Blue Lick, Kentucky now. All kidding aside, here's a wonderful guy, Jimmy Skinner, and he's got a wonderful song called I Don't Need a Doctor. Jimmy, come in here.
You can take all the medicine in the whole wide world. It won't cure the trouble of mine when it's lost to a girl. I've walked the streets, I've tried to sleep, but what good does it do? I don't need a doctor, all I need is you. No, I don't need a doctor to tell me that you're gone. There ain't no tonic in this world can help a love gone wrong. I can stay out late with another date, but what good does it do? I don't need a doctor, all I need is you. What good does it do? I don't need a doctor, all I need is you. No, I don't need a doctor to tell me that you're gone. There ain't no tonic in this world can help a love gone wrong. I can stay out late with another date, but what good does it do? I don't need a doctor, all I need is you. Doctor to tell me that you're gone. There ain't no tonic in this world can help a love gone wrong. I've walked the streets, I've tried to sleep, but what good does it do? I don't need a doctor, all I need is you.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. We'll have that favorite son of Cincinnati, Jimmy Skinner, back again just later, but right now it's time to turn our attention just the opposite direction on the map out toward the good city of Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City. Hey! A little bigger than Blue Lick, isn't it? Yes, sir. Oklahoma City, where they've raised one of the most promising new little girl voices in country music that we've had the pleasure of meeting in a long time. And for the first time on Coast to Coast television, we'd like to have you folks meet and welcome Miss Wanda Jackson right here. You can't have my love.
You've got the clothes and everything to make you look just like a king, but you can't, no you can't have my love. You've got a big automobile and a chauffeur at the wheel, but you can't, no you can't have my love. Well, you think all you have to do is call and I will run to you, but listen while I break the news, I'm not the gal to shine your shoes. So with your money loaded car, you ain't the cat you think you are, and you can't, no you can't have my love. Let's play one. You've got the clothes and everything to make you look just like a king, but you can't, no you can't have my love. You've got a big automobile and a chauffeur at the wheel, but you can't, no you can't have my love. Well, you think all you have to do is call and I will run to you, but listen while I break the news, I'm not the gal to shine your shoes. So with your money loaded car, you ain't the cat you think you are, and you can't, no you can't have my love.
Wanda Jackson, friends, pretty young recording star on the decorator. Well, that old clock up there says it's time that you were reminded that you're watching America's favorite country music program, the Ozark Jubilee, originating live in the heart of the Ozark Mountain region in Springfield, Missouri.
You know, it goes without saying that almost everything's electrical these days. I even hear that if a cowboy doesn't have rope for his lariat, he just uses the cord on his electric guitar. Well, you know, our fun-loving friend, the Regal Bird, is right up with the times. Now, I want to show you the new electric Regal Bird nest. Here she is, the latest model. Well, hello there, RB. Cold enough for you? Yes, sir. Well, friends, you know, with warm weather all over the place these days, it's a pretty good idea for you to set up an electric Regal Bird nest right in your own kitchen. And then you can just crack open one of these cool, cheerful containers and let that bright, balmy Regal billow into a handy glass and then travel tenderly down your thirsty throat. So, friends, whether you've got AC or DC, you ought to heed the words of RB when he says, drink Regal, drink Regal, drink Regal. Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers.
Well, see, if you take two old boys from the backwoods and sort of turn them loose in front of about 12 million people, here's what happens. Yes, sir, here are those two old loonies we always refer to them as, Lennie and Goo Goo, if you will, please.
Hey, Lennie, did you hear about, I guess you remember my cousin up there in Denver, Ramo?
Yeah, I remember him, yeah.
Did you know that I got a letter from him yesterday, and what he told me, he said he had some cows giving buttermilk.
I never heard of a cow giving buttermilk.
Huh?
I never did hear of a cow giving buttermilk.
Well, what else could a cow give but buttermilk? And you know something else. You know something else, that I've got some hobbies. I've got some hobbies that all about bottles and everything.
Yeah?
And you know what I've been doing?
No, what have you been doing?
I've been building boats and ships and putting them in these here bottles.
Without taking the end of the bottle out?
Without taking the end of the bottles out. That's the truth.
Boy, I don't think it can be done.
You don't think so?
Well, have you done anything about it lately?
If I done anything? Yeah, I've emptied a few. But then we're on the bottles, let's see if we can play the folks a little tune. Boys, give us a little discord, would you? Give us a little discord, Grady, my friend.
That I can't give but buttermilk. Sit down. All right. Well, there you go. Incidentally, these two guys are going to be with all of us tomorrow, and we take a big bunch of our Jubilee gang up to Moberly, Missouri, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. So you people up that way come around and say hello to us. And incidentally, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you folks around Odessa, Missouri this Wednesday, and you folks around Pleasant Hill and Garnet, Missouri, this coming Thursday. Well, sir, when the Foggy River Boys made their first appearance this evening, you'll remember that they did the real slow and beautiful Missouri Waltz. But this time, to kind of get into a little bit of more contrast, here they are with one of their spirituals called the Gloryland Jubilee, as only the Foggy River Boys. Speaking the bass singer.
Saints will see on the fine judgment morn. Hallelujah, glory to the Lord. I'm holding to his hand. Cause I know there's gonna be a mighty lot of singing yonder in the glory land. There's gonna be a lot of singing. There's gonna be a lot of shouting. There's gonna be a lot of hallelujahs yonder in the glory land. There's gonna be yonder in the Gloryland. Oh Lord, someday wanna go to Glory to be with those that I love. I know I'll meet our friends and neighbors yonder in Gloryland. Well, oh yes, I wanna be there in that happy band when little angel strikes a chord. Wanna hear old Gabriel sound his horn in praises to the Lord. Wanna hear old Paul and Silas sing up there with that happy band. 'Cause I know there's gonna be a mighty lot of singing yonder in the Gloryland. There's gonna be a lot of singing, there's gonna be a mighty lot of shouting. Just yonder in the Gloryland. There's gonna be a mighty chorus round the birds. There's gonna be a lot of shouting yonder in the Gloryland. There'll be singing, there'll be shouting, hallelujah, yonder in the Gloryland. Mighty chorus, our Redeemer. There's gonna be a lot of shouting yonder in the Gloryland, yonder in Gloryland.
Now, don't go away, friends, because Mr. Redhead Foley's going to return in only a moment.
Now, friends, I have here a genuine turkey in the straw, which is all right if you go for that kind of thing. But, boy, what I go for is turkey in the barbecue. Man, you get one of those small-sized birds and cut it up and grill it over the coals until it's nice and tender and golden brown, and, boy. I tell you, though, one good bird deserves another. And so you should always remember, well, hello, RB. When you team up that Regal bird with that turkey bird, man, you got a great combination for gobbling and gulping. Bye. So whether your barbecue comes out rare or warmer, your Regal Pale will always, you can depend upon it to give you that same fine, faithful, foamy flavor. And what's more, you can come back for second and third helpings of this luscious liquid and never get stuffed. Because Regal goes down so light and bright and breezy. So whether it's a clam bake or a barbecue or a huskin' bee, make sure you got plenty of Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers.
Blue guitar, you're lonely too, cry in the night because you're so blue. Oh, I weep and I can't get no sleep. You know why? Blue guitar. Talk about her. You know which one. Oh, how we love. And did we have fun? But she was jealous of you. You're my choice of the 2. Blue guitar. Blue guitar. What makes you cry? You've got the blues. Oh Lord, so have I. If I'm hurting or not, you're all that I've got. Blue guitar. Speak of good times.
Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers, invite you to join us next week for Ozark Jubilee. And meanwhile, here's the Regal Bird's thought for the week. When all the world is sad and dreary, Regal still stays cheery-beery.
The Ozark Jubilee, friends. And now here's the star of our Springfield, Missouri show, America's favorite country gentleman, Red Foley.
Thank you very much, folks. Well, hello once again to you. You know, last Saturday night, with the excuse of educating you city folks on the chores that have to be done down on the farm, we sung a little tune called the Milk Bucket Boogie. And tonight, to kind of continue your education along the same line, why, we want you to hear about the predicament that a young farm boy gets yourself into when a big batch of company comes to stay all night with him. Here's Bobby Lord, who knows all about such things, and he's telling us all about what predicament you get in when you have to sleep at the foot of the bed, right here. Come here, Bobby.
Did you ever sleep at the foot of the bed when the wind was a-whizzing cold? When the wind was a-whistling around the house and the moon was yellow as gold? You give your good warm mattress up to Aunt Lizzie and Uncle Fred. Too many kid folks on a bad night and you go to the foot of the bed. Now I can always wait till the old folks end and eat the leaving with grace. The teacher could keep me after school, but I'd still have a smile on my face. I could wear the big boy's worn-out clothes or let sister have my sled. But it always did get my nanny go to sleep at the foot of the bed. When the kin folks come and the kids brought brand new games, you could see how bad all the old folks was and learn all the babies' names. Have biscuits and custards and chicken pie, we all was Sunday fed. But you knew darn well when the night time come, you was headed to the foot of the bed. Now they say some folks don't know what it is, having company all over the place. To wrestle for the cover on a winter night with a big foot setting in your face, or a cold toenail a scratching your back and the foot rubbing your head. I'll tell the world you ain't lost a thing and never sleeping at the foot of the bed.
Bobby Lord, right here now. That was Bobby Lord over there sleeping at the foot of the bed, and this little lady right here. Hey, incidentally, Bobby, I want to plug your next record coming out. What's the name of it? It's called Hawkeye, isn't it? Hawkeye. But,
sounds like a good one.
Yeah, you folks be looking for Bobby's newest Columbia record called Hawkeye. And this little lady right here in the buckskin, buckskin.
Yeah, I guess so.
We introduced her to you earlier in the show. And, of course, she hails from the good city of Oklahoma City. And
I believe it's hotter here than it is down there.
It might be,
I think so, especially on these lights.
But anyway, she's made some fine records with Hank Thompson's band and little Billy Gray. And the song that she's going to do tonight is one of the old timers and the all-time greats, written by a good friend of ours, ex-governor of the state of Louisiana, Jimmy Davis. So, Wanda, you go over there and sit yourself down all pretty and get ready to sing it. And this is one of the all-time beautiful songs called, what is the name of it? Wait a minute, I had it here in my pocket.
Be
Yeah. Nobody's darling but mine.
Sit by my side, little darling. Come lay your cool hand on my brow and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. You're as sweet as the flowers time. You're as pure as the dew on the road. I'd rather be somebody's darling than a poor girl that nobody knows. My mother has gone up to heaven. My daddy is with her, I know. And sister has gone to meet mother. But where I'll go, nobody knows. Be nobody's darling but my love. Be honest, be faithful and kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine.
Well, Ed's going to bring back his other two guests of the evening in just a little while now, friends. But meantime, may I remind you folks who've been thinking of coming to Springfield to see a performance of our show that we'll be mighty pleased to send you complete information. All you have to do is send us your name and address. Send it to Ozark Jubilee, Springfield, Missouri. So you write us that postcard tonight. Plan to be with us some Saturday night real soon.
Well, there's a place here in Springfield called Keller's Square Dance Barn, where just thousands of young folks have learned to square dance. In fact, Mr. L.D. Keller has called it at least 1 hour of dancing every night there for the last 4 or 5 years. And here is a group to prove what he's been doing every night. Once more, if you will, the Promenaders and a little promenade music, if you will.
Join your hands, spread out wide, sure. Break the trail up, trail down, please, you're down to the line. Well, let's just do the stand up, right around your strand. Join in an open place, the word, the comedy, the now hit the into the corner, girl, man. Hey, right at the bottom. Now right hand around the next little girl, let me show on these swinging whirl, everybody sing to go. Well, left to the hardy hole, go right to left to the old fast hole. Not hard to left to the corner around, not hard to left to the arm around. It ain't like the car going up, it's the old fast hole, the hard to left to the corner around. Not hard to left to the all the way around, promenade that corner around, promenade cheese, promenade fork, promenade around, I know the floor, that's all around, right?
Well, we go now from the teenage promenaders to still a younger performer singing one of Hank Williams' all-time great numbers. Little Miss Rita Faye singing the Love Sick Blues. Here you are, Rita Faye.
I got a feeling called the blues, so long since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit and cry. Oh, Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would die. Should do me, should do you. She's got the kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear her when she calls me sweet. Daddy, such a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I've lost my heart, it seems. I've grown so used to you somehow. Well, I'm nobody's sugar daddy now. Well, I'm a lonesome. I got that lovesick blues. Well, I'm in love with a beautiful gal. That's what's the matter with me. I'm in love with a beautiful gal, but she don't care about me. I tried to keep her satisfied, but she just wouldn't stay. But now that she is leaving, this is all I can say. I got a feeling called the blues, so long since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I do. All I do is sit and cry. Oh, Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would die. She'll do me, she'll do you. She's got the kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear her when she calls me sweet. Daddy, such a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I've lost my heart, it seems. I've grown so used to you somehow. Well, I'm nobody's sugar daddy now. Well, I'm a lonesome. I got that lovesick blues.
Friends, next Saturday night, Red Foley's principal guest will be the young Capitol recording artist who's made a big news in country music with hits like You Better Not Do That, and What You Gonna Do Now, and It Tickles, you know. We're talking about Tommy Collins, so you be sure to join us and have your share of the fun.
Well, last Saturday night, Pete Stamper told us that he was going to have to be away for about 4 weeks after tonight's show. We're going to miss him. He went on to say that he planned to sing something this evening, too, sort of a swan song, you might call it. So let's get him out here now, the Ozark Jubilee's ambassador of goodwill. And we want to hear what that song is. Here he is, Pete Stamper.
I don't know if it shows tonight or not, but I got the surprise of my life this last week. Had a birthday, and of course that wasn't a surprise. I was about halfway expecting that. But they throwed a party for me, and of course if I'd been down home, that wouldn't have been the surprise, because got a girl down there that, well, she's what you call a party thrower. She's noted for that. It wasn't nothing she learned. She just happened to be the only girl in town that had a lot of formal clothes. Her pap's in the chicken business, and feed sacks just pile up like everything around her house. And really, she come at it kind of accidentally. One day she had one down fixing to make something out of it, and she just had the bottom ripped out, and the mail carrier drove up, and she had to get out there, so she just throwed one on and went out, and being catalog conscious, she recognized it as being kind of a strapless gown with the new look. Of course, the she'd had the new look all along, but she just didn't have anything to cover it up with before then. My birthday, she always celebrates me and my cousin's birthday together down home because we're almost the same age. They ain't figured out just exactly how old my cousin is yet. The best they can figure out was when we was born, my pap had some bottom land rented out from Shorty Hewitt. It laid right in the back of Rob Penley's place there. That was his old place, not where he lives now. It's where it laid at. And the best they can figure out was when we was born, they had early taters there, and then quick as they was gone, they put mustard greens, and quick as it was gone, they just pastured the whole thing. And the best they can figure, me and my cousin was born someplace between the tater patch and the pasture. And right in the middle of the mustard, to be exact. I'm going to do a song. Y'all don't care. I said I would last Saturday night. I'd like to send this song up to New York way, where I'm going to be tomorrow. That ain't New York, New York. It's New York, Ohio is where it is. And they really don't say New York like that. They say it like, like you're sitting at the table eating cornbread, and all at once you get a crumb and you crawl, kind of New York like that. Kind of dreamed that I was dating out in Hollywood. Never in my life had I had it so good. I took a turn with Turner and she treated me fine. Even Gable wasn't able to throw me a line. Marilyn Monroe was making merry with me, but then I woke up just as mad as could be. Dreams, they never come true. I never get to do the things I dream that I do. Dream that I bought myself an automobile, so long I couldn't turn it in a 10-acre field. The feller that sold it said, now listen here, pal, I can guarantee you lots of miles per gal. But when I woke up, the thing that made me smile, I'd been dreaming I was getting lots of gals per mile. Dreams, they never come true. I never get to do the things I dream that I do.
Pete Stamper, the Canary of the Ozarks. You know, we got a minute or two to spare right now, and I can't think of any better way to spend it than to call in here one of our guests, Jimmy Skinner. Jimmy, come in here just a minute, will you, good buddy? Then another boy that I'd like to call in here is an old boy, well, wherever Jimmy Skinner is, well, you can always hear this mandolin, Ray Lunsford. Ray, come in here, buddy.
Red, howdy.
And you got a tune written down there called John Henry and the Waterboy. Is that the same old John Henry I've been doing for 20 years, Jimmy?
Well, it's the same melody, Red, but I had to write different words to it before they ever let me record it. I'll try to forget it, by the way, like I did my other song.
You recorded it, huh? On what label did you record that?
Decca.
Decca? Well, here he is, Jimmy Skinner and John Henry and the Waterboy with Ray Lunsford. Ray, take it away there.
Honey, if I can beat that old steam drill, have a job for the rest of my life, oh no, job for the rest of my life. Oh, what a boy walking down that railroad track said, mister, what is your name? They call me John Henry, I'm a steel driving man, driving my way to fame, Lord, Lord, driving my way to fame. Waterboy's head. Said, sit in the shade and watch me drive. I'll be driving when the rest is dead, Lord, Lord. Driving when the rest is dead. And old lady standing by the railroad track said that hammer ain't no toy. I lived in a shack just a mile down the track, and John Henry's my darling boy, Lord, Lord. John Henry's my darling boy. Boy, don't you fret. That steam drill's a coming up behind. Watch your old pal Johnny, he'll show you how. Yes, steam drill's out of your mind, Lord, Lord. Steam drill's out of your mind.
Thanks a lot, friend. Now, here's some special news for you Gene Shepard fans. Genie's going to be appearing tomorrow at the Santa Fe Ranch in Reading, Pennsylvania. And then just a week from tonight, our young miss from Capitol Records will be in a big country stage show down in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, friends, Fred Foley returns in a moment with his inspirational song of the week. From the Keepsake album tonight, friends, Fred presents the selection, The Lord Had a Job for Me.
Yes, the Lord had a job for me, but I had so much to do. I said, you get somebody else or wait till I get through. I don't know how the Lord came out, but he seemed to get along. But, you know, I sort of felt kind of sneaking like, because I knowed that I'd done him wrong. One day I needed the Lord, and I needed him myself, and I needed him right away. And he never answered me at all. But I could hear him say down in my accusing heart, Red, I got too much to do. Get somebody else, or wait till I get through. Now, when the Lord has a job for me, I never try to shirk. I drop what I have on hand and do his work. My affairs can run along or wait till I get through. Yeah, nobody else can do the job the good Lord's got marked out for you. It's my desire to do some good thing every day. It's my desire to help the fallen by the way. It's my desire to bring back those who've gone astray. It's my desire to be like my Lord. It's my desire to bring someone through the fold. It's my greatest desire. It's my desire to shelter someone from the cold. My greatest desire. It's my desire to do thy will as I am told. so much. We've come to the end of our time for another week, friends. So until next Saturday night, this is Red Foley speaking on behalf of all the gang and all of our guests who have come so far to be with us here tonight. Jimmy Skinner, little Miss Rita Faye, and all the rest of them that I might not be able to remember right at this point. Thanks so much for all of you coming to see us. Let's have little Rita Faye come out here and have you folks say hello to her once more, huh? Just cute this girl right here. Yeah, I forgot Wanda Jackson. Come out here, sweetie. Come out here. Turn around there, sweet baby. See what I'm doing, don't you? I'm decorating myself with the view. Jimmy Skinner. Oh, it's so wonderful to have all you folks with us. And on behalf of all of us, this is Red Foley saying thanks so much for you people coming. Thanks so much for you people letting us come into your house. If you can't come and see us in person, write to us. And good night. Bless your hearts, and thanks so much. Good night, Mama. Good night, Mama.
The Ozark Jubilee comes to you live from the stage of the Jewel Theater in Springfield, Missouri. Produced by Radio Ozark Enterprise. The Slattery speaking from the America's crossroads of country music. Good night, everybody. This is ABC Television Network.